If you clicked on this video, you're probably someone who's already highly intelligent, capable, and driven. You're the kind of person who knows how to solve problems, plan ahead, and put in the work. But even with all that, you might feel that something's missing, like you're stuck, or your results don't match your potential. Here's the thing, success, it isn't just intelligence. There's another piece to the puzzle that's often overlooked. Your ability to navigate emotions, both yours and others. That's emotional intelligence. Today, I'm gonna show you why emotional intelligence is the key to unlocking the results that you're capable of, why it's often misunderstood, and how you can start developing these skills right now. Let's start with the basics. Emotional intelligence, or EQ, is the ability to recognize and manage your own emotions, as well as recognizing and influencing the emotions of others around you. Here's why it matters. Have you ever been in a situation where you knew what the next logical step was, but emotions got in the way? Maybe you hesitated or got defensive, or you let frustrations take over. That's where EQ comes in. The best part about EQ, it's something that you can unlock and develop. The more you practice it, the more control you have on how you show up in your relationships, your work, and your life. A perfect example comes from a story by Layla Hormozi. Shares a powerful story of emotional intelligence in action.
I actually was really lucky to have this great boss. He was always there to be like, dude, you just gotta try again. Like, this is part of the game. Like, this is normal. You're not a failure.
She worked at a company. Her team was thriving. They were motivated, hitting sales goals, and became the top performing region. Her manager led with praise, appreciated their efforts, coached her through mistakes, and made her feel like her contributions mattered.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
But when leadership changed, the new manager led with fear.
He's like, hey, I've actually got to go start a new location. And so we're bringing in somebody else. And I'll never forget the day that not Mike came in. And by the way, we were #1 in the region. And he said, no more of this fucking shit. We better post some fucking numbers this week or else y'all are fired.
He criticized mistakes and micromanaged everyone. The results? Devastating. Morale dropped. High performers started to leave left and right.
Guess what happened? Top performer 1, 2, 3, 4, all leave.
They quickly went from the top performing region to the worst.
That team that was #1 in the region and overperforming went to being in the bottom 30th percentile. And the only change that was made was that they brought in a leader who led with fear.
What this shows is that emotional intelligence isn't just about being nice. It also drives results. Now, it's not the easy path because it takes a lot of practice. It's easier to just scream at people to get short-term results. But for lasting success, it's important to develop emotional intelligence. This leads me into my next point, why EQ matters more than IQ. Intelligence might help you solve problems. EQ helps you navigate people. Let's face it, most challenges in life involve people. I've seen incredibly smart people struggle because they have a difficulty connecting with their team and navigating conflict. On the flip side, I've seen very average intelligent people be highly successful because they know how to inspire, build trust, and communicate effectively. EQ is not just about managing others' emotions, it's about managing your own too. Think about how often emotions impact your day-to-day decisions. Maybe your emotions are keeping you feeling stuck and unable to act. Or maybe your lack of emotional intelligence is keeping you from having those tough conversations because it feels overwhelming. Or you let frustration lead you into making decisions that you'll later regret. EQ helps you slow down, reflect, and make decisions that align with your goals. So you may be wondering, how do I build emotional intelligence? So it's not like you can just flip a switch.
Pull the lever, Crunk.
It takes practice, small, intentional actions that build up over time. Here are 3 ways to get started. 1, pause before reacting. The next time you feel triggered, take a breath. That pause gives you the space to choose how you will respond instead of just reacting on autopilot. 2, practice empathy. In your next conversation, try understanding the other person's perspective. Ask yourself, what might they be experiencing right now? And 3, ask for feedback. One of my favorite lines to use when receiving feedback is, tell me more. This opens up a dialogue and helps me determine if what they're saying is constructive or destructive, and gives me a better understanding of their perspective. Emotional intelligence isn't just a skill, it's a foundation for long-term success in every aspect of life. So let's start small. This week, try pausing before reacting to something frustrating, or putting yourself in someone else's shoes in a conversation. These acts might not seem like much, but it will build momentum over time, which will create big changes in your life. Let me know in the comments below which step you decided to implement this week. I'd love to see how emotional intelligence changes your life for the better. Welcome to this next chapter.